welcome back to the channel, or welcome if this is your first time here. So happy to have you here. It is Thursday, January 5th, and I am excited to chat with you guys about our upcoming trip to Walt Disney World. I first just want to say I've been putting this video off because I've been a little bit anxious about whether or not the trip's going to happen because of all of my health things that are going on right now. All of these crazy mystery symptoms and things. I have a doctor's appointment this coming Monday, so in a couple of days here, and we should have, we should at least have the answer as to whether or not we'll be able to go on the trip, I think, on Monday. If they were to find that it was something very serious, highly unlikely, but if they were, or if we just aren't able to figure anything out and there is no way to manage the symptoms, those are two things that could potentially cause us to need to move the trip, which would be unfortunate. There's now no refund available when we book these DVC points because darn it, if we should have gotten travel insurance and we didn't. But everything else, the flight, everything else can be moved. So I'm not unreasonably worried about it. I'm still highly optimistic that we'll be going on the trip. But I like to prepare myself for these things. I don't know how you guys are, but I don't want to be a pessimist, but I like to prepare myself for all possibilities because it's easier for me then if something doesn't go how I had planned. And I think my faith helps me with that because I believe that if we are not able to go on this trip, it's because God has something better or more important in store for us, and it will be the right thing. So we obviously don't want to do this. We want to go to Disney World, but we don't want to do it if it's not God's plan. So all of that said, here are the details of the trip, Lord willing, that we will be taking in a couple of weeks. The plan is to fly out Friday, January 20th at 6:45 p.m., fly out of Minneapolis. We've been enjoying flying out on Friday night whenever possible because it means we wake up that first day in Florida, which is really nice, instead of not arriving till halfway through the first day. It also allows for delays, which we did have a 6-hour delay last January when we went. And yeah, it just kind of has been really nice for us. So the last few trips that we've done this, we have actually stayed at the Marriott at the Orlando airport. But this year, it would have been almost $400 for one night. No, thank you. I don't know if they're busy or what, but no thank you. So this year we are staying one night at All Star Movies. We were able to get in, it's a Disney Value Resort if you were not aware. We were able to get in for one night for relatively cheap. I think it was like $160, $170, something like that. And yeah, so even though we'll hardly be there for any time at all, by the time we get there and get our bags and get our rental car and all of that, I mean, it'll probably be after midnight. And we'll just sleep and wake up there. But the plan is to sleep in. Checkout isn't until 11 a.m. So we'll sleep in. We'll browse the food court and the shops and everything. Explore the resort a little bit. And then we'll grab our bags. We'll have a car so we can just check the bags in the car. And then we will head over to, I have notes here. So it's taken me a minute. They're messy notes. And then we will head over to the Boardwalk Beach Club area because we have a noon reservation for lunch at Beaches and Cream. The reason we did this is because the Skyliner is closing on Sunday the 22nd and will be closed the whole time we're there, which is such a bummer. We love the Skyliner. But it should still be open on Saturday, so we thought we could have lunch at Beaches and Cream. We could bum around the boardwalk area a little bit. We love that area. And we could hop on the Skyliner, even if it's just to take the line down to the end and back just for the fun of getting on it. So that's the plan for the afternoon. And then depending on when we get our check-in for Old Key West, which is where we are staying, we will then go over to Target. We kind of found a really good Target that's out kind of the back end, like out the Disney Springs end of Walt Disney World. There's a Target back there that's very quiet. We kind of enjoy that one. So we'll either go there before we get checked in or after, depending what time we get checked in. And then we'll get all settled into our room at Old Key West. And then we have a park pass for Magic Kingdom. More than likely, we will just pop over there and just take in the castle, take in the sights, peruse the shops on Main Street. That's probably basically what we'll do on Saturday night. We're usually pretty tired after travel days and all of that, so I would assume we'll get to bed relatively early. And then Sunday, we have an Animal Kingdom Park Pass. We will start the day with breakfast at Boma at 8 a.m. I'm so excited. We had a reservation here one other trip and it just didn't work out. We ended up having to cancel it. Also, we've never been to Animal Kingdom Lodge. So I think this will be kind of fun. We'll go over there, we'll eat, we'll head over to the park. And then we do have an 8 p.m. reservation for the Edison at Disney Springs. We're still toying with whether or not we want to push that later if we can, so that we could be at Animal Kingdom at night. But honestly, Animal Kingdom's hours are relatively short anyway, and we usually are not there for a full day. So I think this will work out. We love the Edison. We've been there a couple of times, but it's been a few years. So that will be fun. And then Monday the 23rd, we have a park pass for Epcot. No other plans. There is the Festival of the Arts going on then, I believe. So I'm sure there'll be festival foods to try. We just kind of want to have a chill Epcot day. And then Tuesday the 24th, we start out the day with a 7:45 a.m. reservation at Olivia's for breakfast. That is the restaurant at Old Key West. We love their breakfasts. I do see on their menu that they don't have the banana bread French toast anymore, which is devastating. But I do see a banana bread pudding. So I'm assuming it's kind of similar. I don't know. We'll have to see. And then we're going to spend the day at Disney Springs. We haven't planned a full Disney Springs day in several trips, so we're really looking forward to that. The boats are running again, so we could take the boats over to Port Orleans, maybe get some beignets, or back to our resort for a midday chill. We could also take the buses from there to any other resort. So it's just going to be kind of a Disney Springs / resorty type day. And then Wednesday the 25th, we are going to Hollywood Studios. We have a Sci-Fi Drive-In lunch reservation at 12:45 p.m. The Sci-Fi Drive-In is right now currently our favorite restaurant on property, hands down. The food is very good. Burgers, fries, turkey club sandwich, I think is what Jason gets. Just a lot of really good things. But the atmosphere is absolutely amazing. If you've never been there before, it is meant to look like an old school drive-in theater. So your table looks like a car, and they're playing like these old cheesy sci-fi clips, alien monster clips on the screen. It's just fantastic. So we have that, and that's been kind of a hard reservation to get lately. And then we also have an after-hours party that night. We have done after-hours parties at Animal Kingdom and Magic Kingdom and absolutely loved them. They are not cheap. They are almost the price of another park ticket. A little less for us with our annual pass holder discount, but they are not cheap. However, it's between 3 and 4 hours, depending on when they start. I didn't write that down here, so I don't have the exact details of the party, but of a very limited crowd. That's our past experience anyway. These are the first after-hours parties since the pandemic, so there were 2 the week we're here. There's also one at Magic Kingdom, but we didn't want to pay for 2 and then find out that they've changed and they're more crowded or anything like that. So we're testing this one out at Hollywood Studios. Chance to get on all the rides without long waits and all of that stuff. There's usually free food, and yeah, we're very excited about it. And then Thursday, we have a Magic Kingdom Park Pass. I would assume being out late Wednesday night, we'll probably sleep in Thursday and bum around the resort a little bit. And then head over to Magic Kingdom. We'll probably do the monorail resorts that day too. And Friday is another Epcot day. Same thing, super chill. We're just going to go see what we see, maybe hang around the boardwalk, just really have a chill day. And then Saturday, we fly home. Our flight is at 7 a.m. So we will be out of there ASAP Saturday, which is sad, but at the same time kind of nice because it gets us home early Saturday and time to decompress and, be back home. Everybody knows how that goes after a trip. And then we'll have all day Sunday to kind of relax too. So that is the plan for the trip. This is a very relaxed, chill schedule for us. We do have 5 dining reservations, but they're either in the parks or at times that are like not really going to conflict with the schedule. We have 3 days. 3 days? Yes, 3 days with no reservations and no plans other than our park pass. yeah, it's just going to be a much more chill trip. Also, if you know us already, you know this, but these plans are so subject to change. We have never done a trip that ended up going exactly as we originally planned it. So I wouldn't be surprised to see many, if not all, of these things eventually changed. Probably the least likely thing to change would be Saturday, because that's usually the day that, you know, you get there, you don't have enough time to cancel dining reservations, and you're kind of just, you need some sort of structure. But after that, all bets are off. Anyway, so those are our plans for the trip. We are, like I said, so super excited. It's been a year since we've been to Disney, and that's a long time for us. We usually go 2, if not 3 times a year, but we are settling into a once-a-year pattern now for a little while. After going to Massachusetts, Cape Cod, Martha's Vineyard, all of that this past September, we just realized that we really want to explore some other places too. And then with my sister and her family moving to Arizona, we also want to have time to be able to put in a visit to them from time to time too. So we might do shorter trips later in the year. But yeah, so we had originally planned that we would go every January, like we're doing this year and like we did last year. But we've been so jealous of everybody's Christmas videos and Christmas pictures and all of that. So the plan right now, we're waiting to see if we can get DVC points, but the plan right now is to also go this December and then to start going every December. I think what will really tell the tale will be what the weather is like on this trip, because you are much more likely to get cool weather in January than you are in December. We'll see. So again, those plans could also always change. But yeah, this is what the plan is for now. So there will be Disney vlogs for sure. We were actually just watching some of our previous Disney vlogs and like taking notes about the things that, oh man, we should have filmed more of that. Oh, we should have done this. We should have done that. So hopefully this many sets of Disney vlogs in, we should be a little better at it by now. I make no promises, but I hope so. Also just for our own like enjoyment watching them later, there are things we wish we would have filmed. So also, Jason has a new phone this year, so we both have really good phones to film on. I think that will definitely be a game changer. We want to take more pictures. We just have not taken enough pictures. So yeah, that is the plan. And if you are family watching this, we will also post a ton of pictures on Instagram. My Instagram currently is not attached to this channel, and I would just prefer to leave it that way for right now. It's just private. It's family and friends. But we will put a ton of pictures, so that will be fun. And yeah, I'm just excited. I'm looking forward to it. Just praying that everything works itself out so that whatever's going on with all this health stuff, I can get enough relief and enough answers that we can go on this trip, and then we'll move forward from there. So yeah, if you are someone who prays, prayers would be greatly appreciated, that everything would work out. And I'm excited to bring you guys along on those trip vlogs in the coming weeks. And yeah, that's it for now. I believe I will have a packing video up before we leave. I am hit or miss with those, but we shall see. I really want to be organized with my packing, so I think that will help me to do that. So that should probably be coming out in the next week or 2 here, actually probably right before we go. And yeah, I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.